Today's book review is Her Daughter's Dream by Francine Rivers. If you've seen any of my reviews, you'd know that I love her. She's my favorite author. But this time she traumatized me. I didn't think the day will come, but Francine Rivers traumatized me. I didn't expect that ending in that book, but it did. So it's a two-part series. The first part is Her Mother's Hope. The second part is Her Daughter's Dream. So the book is told over a generation of women, daughters and mothers, about 4 to 5 generations of them, and how there was a relationship breach amongst them, and how they eventually are able to to reconnect and reconcile. And it took a lot of years. Like I said, it's written over 5 generations. And it started with a woman, a young girl who was born into a home at a time when ladies, girls were not considered to anything. You don't go to school, nothing. And so because she wasn't even pretty, she was sent to a caretaking school where she would learn how to take care of a home and stuff like that. But because she wanted more, she pushed herself even against her father's wishes, and she did get that more she wanted. She ended up having her own boarding house, but eventually she did get married and have her own children. So when she had her daughter, because she had this traumatic experience back in her younger age, her younger sister, who was beautiful and considered the treasure of the family, lost her life. She was sent off to marry someone who later abused her. And by the time they discovered, it was too late. She was pregnant and she was depressive, and she eventually committed suicide. She died by letting herself freeze in the outside. And so when she has her daughter, she begins to see that her daughter is trying to, be close to her and clingy and all of that. But she saw that her mother had cuddled her sister, and so it led to whatever it is that happened. And so she didn't want that for her child. And so she pushed her, kept pushing her. In her own mind, she felt she was pushing her to be the best she wanted for her to be, push her beyond her limits, beyond her comfort zone. And she did fly. She did become an amazing nurse. And but she also ended up pushing her away from her emotionally. And so this woman also grew with an emptiness and a bitterness because she didn't connect with her mother. And the cycle keeps repeating from mother to daughter, from mother to daughter. And I was so mad. I said, who is ever going to realize and put a stop to all of this? But eventually, one of the daughters did. And it was a child that was had out of wedlock. And because her grandmother didn't have the opportunity with her mom, she felt she could use her to bridge the gap. And she was trying to make up too much at some point for all the time that she had lost. So there was always tension between all of them. But eventually, this younger girl also grows up, gets married, has a daughter, and in the process loses her life sadly, but not before she's able to reconcile her grandmother and her mom. So this is what is left behind. This is at the point where the relationship starts to mend and they are able to do better for their grandchild and great grandchild who is left without a parent, without a mother there. So yeah, it was a tragic story and all, but it did have a happy ending, so to say. But what I see is that a lot of this is replicated even in real life. And this story is actually based off, some of it is based off of real people. So we say these things where it is daddy's girl and mommy's boy. It unknowingly creates a gap between mothers and daughters and fathers and sons. There is only some kind of friction. I don't know why. But I think we can work on ourselves with the younger generation, the ones who are recently becoming parents. We can decide to take the step knowingly to build a bridge between our relationships, between our daughters, our sons. And so, that way we can have a better society actually. So the book did traumatize me, but I think I learned a valuable lesson at the end of the day. So yeah, be the one to bridge that gap today. Bye.